Hi guys, welcome to video number 14, the BB36 beginner guitar course. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to play along to songs on your guitar. So these songs might be songs on the radio, on Spotify, YouTube, or maybe you just save some songs on your phone or your computer. If you want to learn to be able to play along with them on your guitar, then this video is for you. Now, the way I'm going to be teaching you this will require you to do some studying for every song, some research, looking up the chords and all of that. But if you want to be able to just hear a song and immediately know which chords, which progressions to use, you will have to do some ear training. And there's a complete course for this on Skillshare. It's called Ear Training for the Curious Guitarist, and the teacher does exactly that. He teaches you scales, intervals, and everything you need to know about pitch. So the result will be exactly that. You can hear a song and know which chords to use, which progressions to use. Now if you want to learn that course, if you want to learn that skill, then head over to Skillshare right now using my link in the description below, because if you click that link, the first 1,000 people who click it, they get a free 30-day trial on Skillshare. So you can learn that course right now completely free. And you're not only going to learn that course on Skillshare, if you click the link, you get access to thousands of other high-quality video courses on any topic. So if you're a musician and you're learning a different instrument, maybe the piano, if you're learning the flute or whatever you're learning, there are courses on Skillshare for those. And even if you're learning something totally different, if you want to learn about web hosting, web design, graphic designing, or maybe photography, Skillshare has courses on those. And they're rolling out new ones all the time, so you're never going to run out of things to watch. So yeah, take advantage of that. Click my link in the description below, get your 30-day completely free trial on Skillshare, and thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Okay, so now on to our lesson. I'll teach you guys again how to play along with songs on the radio, on Spotify, anywhere. So the first thing you want to do is to familiarize yourself with the song. That's step one. Now you may already know the song, maybe you know the chorus, you can sing along to it, you know the lyrics, but I want you to really know the song well, so know the dynamics of the song, where it's quieter, where it climaxes and all of those things, how many choruses, how many verses, where the bridge is, the intro, outro. Learn everything about the song, because if you do, it's going to be much easier to play along with the song versus if you do not know the song that well. Okay, so that's step number one, familiarize yourself with the song. Step number two is a little simple and you might think it's not necessary, but it's very important actually, because a lot of people miss this, and that is to tune your guitar to standard tuning. Okay, so even if your guitar sounds good on its own, you might not be in standard tuning. So before you play along to any track, you need to make sure that you are tuned. So get yourself a tuner, download an app on your phone, tune your guitar right before you play along. You can't tune your guitar a few days prior and then not tune it up again before playing. You have to tune it up before playing, because sometimes your strings can move and it'll go out of tune, even though it doesn't sound like it's out of tune. Sometimes it is. So just to make sure, tune your guitar again right before playing along to the songs, because it's really frustrating to have the chords down, have everything down, but then it just sounds bad. It's really frustrating. So to avoid that, make sure your guitar is properly tuned, and that's step number two. Step number three is to figure out the timing or the beat of the song. Now we talked about this a few videos ago. We talked about the common time signatures. The most common one is the 4/4, so 4 beats per measure, and the other most common one is 3/4. Okay, so I think most of the time your songs are going to be either one of those time signatures. So how to figure that out is basically you just need to listen to the song. Try to listen for the drum beats, because those are the ones that will really tell you to beat the song. Listen to how many counts per measure, and figure out if that's 4 fourths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or if that's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this might be a little difficult at the beginning, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it. You train yourself to figure out the timing of the song. And this is really important because even if you think you figure out the strumming pattern, there are some times where you get really frustrated because it seems like a song just suddenly speeds up or suddenly slows down, and you find yourself trying to catch up or trying to slow down to be on the same beat as the song. And many times it's because of that, because you do not follow the correct time signature. So you're going to have to figure that out, how many beats per measure. And some of these beats are going to be, if it's a 4/4 time signature, maybe they just play 2 beats before switching chords, and then they switch 1, 2, switch 1, 2, switch 1, 2, and that's still in the 4/4 time signature. So yeah, just familiarize yourself with beat. Listen to the song, listen to the drum. If there are drums in there, that's going to be really helpful. If there's none, listen to the guitar, where you think they change chords. And it's going to be helpful if you have a chord sheet to look at, so you more or less know where the chord changes, and that's going to help you follow along with the song. So that's not always going to be super accurate if you look at the chord sheet, but it might help a little bit. Okay, so that's the third thing, is to figure out the beat or the timing of the song. Now the fourth thing is to look up the chords. That's by far the simplest way to know the chords of a song, is to just go on Google and do a search for the song title and then add chords. And usually the good ones are on top. If you're using Ultimate Guitar, they have a rating, so look for the high rated ones. And when you find a chord sheet, you test it if it's using the same key as the song that you're listening to or the track you want to play along to. So if the chord sheet says it's a G, is the first chord, you listen to the track, you try to play G, and if it matches, then you're probably that chord sheet is probably the same as the track you're listening to. If it's not, then it's probably in a different key, so you won't have to find one that's in the key of the track you're trying to play along to. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. You just do a search on Google, look for the correct chords, and sometimes the chords are going to be a little different, so it might be the same at the start, and then maybe in the bridge a few chords are different on the sheet you're looking at versus the track you're listening to. And most of the time that'll be okay, but if it's really different, then you're probably looking at a different version of the song on the sheet and listening to a different version of the track. So it's just something to keep in mind. Some songs are going to be easier to find the correct chords, others will take a little more digging, but yeah, that's just it. That's kind of what you have to go through to find the chords for the song. Okay, so that's step number 4. Now step number 5 is just fine tuning, putting it all together. So you now know the beat, you now are familiar with the song, you know the chords, so you just need to put it all together to be able to play along with the track. When it comes to strumming pattern, you don't have to follow exactly what you hear on the track. It's better if you can maybe add your own unique strumming, your own spin to it, but still make it sound good with the track. When I was learning, I always tried to copy exactly what the guitarist in the track was doing. So every single down strum, every single up strum, I tried to copy that exactly. But then later on I learned that that's not really something very valuable. It's not a very valuable skill to learn how to carbon copy somebody else's guitar playing. It's more valuable to be able to do your own thing, add your own spin, make it a little unique, but still make it sound good with the track. And that's a more valuable thing. Okay, so yeah, that's step 5, just fine tuning it, the dynamics, how you strum. Maybe on the softer parts you just do a little less strums, and on the higher areas you can do more strums, and yeah, just fine tune it until it sounds really good played along with the track. Okay, so those are the 5 steps on how to play along with songs on your guitar. If this was helpful to you, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when a new video comes out. And yeah, again, if you want to learn how to just listen to a song and be able to figure out the chord and the progression almost immediately, head over to Skillshare, hit my link in the description below to get your free trial. Watch that course, it's completely free, you can do it right now. So yeah, don't miss that chance. Thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.